Hello, fellow people of the Earth. I am Derry50 from Runetooncraft Productions, and welcome to a new series I'm starting on Gnomoria. I know I have not released anything RuneScape related for a very long time because of the amount of time I have not had. But I happen to have a few hours today to get some recording done, but not enough to make any progress on any RuneScape video. But I have not quit RuneScape. I am still going to get those videos out to you guys. Do not worry. It is just, I am at the end of one of my most important years in my life so far. And making videos is not on the top of my to-do list. But I have not forgotten about you guys. That's why you guys are seeing this right now. I'm just going to transition. I'm going to continue making the RuneScape content, but I do want this channel to be kind of more of whatever I want to game channel, not just always RuneScape. So, knowing that now, you guys should have fun watching the videos I make. If you want to just keep watching the RuneScape videos, that's fine. If you don't like Gnomoria, you don't have to watch this video. But yeah, I'm playing Gnomoria. RuneScape videos take a long time to make, whereas some games like Gnomoria, they can just, you can just kind of binge play for like 2 hours and then get a few videos together. It's just easier to make RuneScape videos, especially mine, because I like to go kind of hardcore with my videos. I don't like to just kind of make them quickly. So anyway, this is Gnomoria, and what I'm going to be doing is creating a new world and going through the land of Gnomoria. So, we have to create a name for our kingdom. We're randomized. The Cloaked Kingdom. Flysilver. That is a good name. Flysilver. I can go with that. So, I'll change this a little bit. Smoothen it out a little bit. Okay. Difficulty is going to be normal. Everything's going to be normal, pretty much. And we'll generate this and see how this looks. Okay, here we are. Whoa, let me do that. Here we are in our kingdom. Well, not really our kingdom yet. We're going to make it our kingdom. So, this is the map we have to work with. Interesting. We're going to, what I think we're going to do, let's just get down to this level here. So I like this. I like this part. Yeah, I know what we're going to do. It's going to be cool, actually. I'm excited now. We're going to make this kingdom ours. We're going to make this land the land of Flysilver. Well, I mean, technically it is the land of Flysilver already, but it's gonna be all Flysilver land. So, first thing I'm gonna do, right when I get into this game, I think I've played this game enough where I kind of know how to set up professions well. I've just done extensive testing with this stuff. So if we go ahead, I like to call the first one that I create the new profession. I like to call this one craftsman. And we're going to go ahead and pretty much, this is the stuff the craftsman's going to have. Stone, wood, metal, gem, and cloth. Oh, and sorry, they all have to have the miscellaneous construction and hauling. All classes will have that. So, now what we're going to do is for the craftsman, we're going to have mining. We're going to have grove. Now, obviously, they can't actually put a grove down. But if we tell them to cut down a tree, I want that to be one of their top priorities. Because if we tell someone to cut down trees, I like to have that happen quickly. I don't like to have to wait for them to finish whatever they're crafting, or only cut down trees if they need the wood. So we're going to do that. So they have mining, grove, workshop. I think up here. Yeah, mining, grove, build, and workshop. That's what they're going to have. And hauling's going to be down here. Because, I mean, all this stuff is pretty much just... So technically I could bring hauling up there, but I'm not going to do that. So, that is our craftsman. Next one, this one I like to call landlord. And I mean this more in the... Not really as much in the modern kind of what you would think a landlord to be. This is more kind of... this is more just the lord of the land, I guess. And these guys are going to have pasture at the top. And then grove. Actually, farm between that. So, pasture, farm, and grove. Agriculture. And then they're going to have mining, build, and Actually, sorry. Workshop's going to be at the very top. And the reason the workshop's at the very top is look at the stuff they have to do. They are the bone carvers, they're the leather workers, and they are the the doctors. They are also the cooks and stuff like that. So, most of their workshop stuff is brewing, cooking, stuff like that. And it's important that those jobs get done because that's usually the stuff that feeds and provides water to our gnomes. So that's pretty important. So we have our two sets of people here. We have our two professions. Now what we're going to do is go to our actual population here. I shouldn't have actually closed out of that. And then go to assign. What we're going to want to do now is the woodcutters. The woodcutters are going to be landlords. The miners are going to be craftsmen. The farmers are going to be landlords. The rancher is also a landlord. And the two builders are craftsmen. So what we end up having here is 5 landlords and 4 craftsmen. Now, you could argue that the rancher could also be a craftsman. That is your decision to make. Right now, in the beginning, I'm going to have the majority the majority landlord, because they're going to have a lot of jobs to do. So what we're going to do now is we're going to clear out the area that our base is going to be in. That's this area over here. We're going to forage all that out there. And we're also going to fell these trees, which in turn will also give us a few clippings. We don't want to actually focus on clipping them right now, but it'll give us enough clippings to start a grove. So that's what we're going to tell all those guys to do. They're going to fell all of these trees just to clear out this whole area of the map. That's a lot of work for them. I know it'll take a while. And then I think what we'll do is we will mine in here and create our first little stockpile area. First little just I guess house in the actual hill here. But that I think we'll do is actually just this is so organically done. We're actually just gonna mine out the inside of this, like so. And we might actually end up removing the stuff above it as well, depending on what we decide on doing. This is what we're gonna do for now. We're gonna mine that out. So what we got going on here is we got people foraging, we got people cutting down trees, and yeah. One last thing we have to do before I tell them to fell these remaining birch trees is designate a pasture for the yaks that we have. We'll have to find some sort of area to put them. Oops. Accidentally right-clicked. So I'm thinking we have to stick them somewhere temporarily. So we have to find some sort of blank area. We'll try there. Let's do here for now. We're probably going to end up moving them. They're going to be on top priority. Alright. And now it's going to save the progress when we start. We are on the first day of spring. Our job right now, our goal, is by the first day of summer to have notable defenses up, so we can defend ourselves against the attackers that will come on the first day of summer. The first day of summer is also the day that we get some nomads, so it'd also be kind of important to get our kingdom wealth high enough where the nomads, we'll get more nomads coming. Because the higher our kingdom wealth, the more nomads will come. We got the guy with the top hat mining in here, along with the pickaxe and the axe dual wielder. Kind of like this, I just kind of mine out the whole thing. We're going to designate. First of all, we need to clean up this floor because I really don't like dirt floors, and we're gonna be doing this a lot. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this little corner we have here and just designate this as the crap grounds. I'm going to put soil here. I'm going to set this to priority 1 for hauling. Anybody who's not doing anything will be hauling. Actually, why I like doing it this time in the game so I can continue on quickly is if I go to, right now I'm going to go to the craftsman and put hauling at the very top of their list. And they'll get onto the landlord and put hauling at the very top of the list. And then everybody will stop what they're doing and they will haul all this dirt, cleaning out this whole area. And there we go. So now we go to population, landlord. We move hauling down for now, not as important. Craftsman, and the hauling moves down. And as you can see, since those are the only two professions we have, everybody just does it instantly. Alright, so now we're actually going to go and designate our main stockpile. This is going to be the stockpile for all of our goods, pretty much. So we're going to have everything in this stockpile, except for raw stone and soil. And there we go. Now this guy, as you can see, is not doing anything, but he's going to start stocking up that stuff. The reason he's probably not doing anything is because they are landlords and we have not designated area for farms yet. And once these are foraged here, we will do that. Alright, designate area. Farm. Now we're going to start... Actually, I kind of want to include that part here. So we're going to go ahead and terrain replace floor soil. Right there. That's the next priority. Go ahead and replace that. Okay. You can clean that up, please. Alright. Now we're going to designate area farm. This will be our wheat farm. Priority is 1 for this one. This is very important. Right here, this is going to be our strawberry farm with priority 2 because it's kind of less important. Wheat is used for food and also to feed our yaks. Wheat is a little bit more important than strawberries. So our landlords can start tilling the land for the wheat farm. That's what they're doing up here. Cool. Now, as that's happening, we're going to want to get started with some mining. So we're going to want to dig some stairs down over here. Well, I mean, wherever you want. I'm going to go ahead and do that here. Actually, I want to do something a little different. So I want to do dig stairs down. That's going to be this way. And then that way. And that way. So you're going to see I'm making a spiral staircase. And now we are at depth 5, and this is the depth I like to start mining at. What I like to start doing are small little strip mines. Don't want to go too crazy when we first start out, otherwise we will end up spawning a bunch of golems as we get later, and those golems and a bunch of different monsters underground, and it would just not be fun for us. So we're going to do little strips here to get us started. And this will expose all the ores in this little area here. Now our miners should start digging that down when they have time. There we go. There we go, cool. And we are getting down to depth level 5. It's already the first night, and we're getting a lot of progress done. We really are. It's pretty cool. We got... Oh, one thing I forgot to do. I want to do build, storage, crate. I'm going to build our crates there, and then build storage barrel. Put our barrels there. And finally, build storage bag. Those are the stuff that we started with over here. I also want to... We have some wheat there that I don't think is going to get cleaned up, so we want to go ahead and set clean floor for that so the wheat gets put into our stockpile. There we go. Good job, everyone. Here we are, down at depth level 5, starting our mine. We've hit coal already. That's good. And we've got some stone to start getting crafting, because we do need stone to start. Gonna mine that out, because it looks like there's some coal over there. So now we're gonna build a bunch of crude workbenches. I'm just gonna build those temporarily right here. Now that this is not gonna be where I place all of my workshops, but the crude workbenches are required to start crafting, and I want them to be right next to my starting out stockpile. Alright, first crude workbench is not going to accept generated jobs. It's going to be on top priority, and its job is going to be to craft planks out of pine logs, because that's the majority of the logs we have right now. The other crude workbench is going to be crafting at least one chair, crafting the planks if it needs it. It's also going to be crafting a workbench and a chisel, at least one. It's going to make sure there's always one of these in stock. This is so that when we build our further workshops, we always have that the resources required to make those workshops in stock. Looks like we have our chisel done. For planks, we're waiting for planks now for the workbench and stuff. Cool. Our farmers have already tilled the entire wheat farm and planted those seeds, so I expect to get that wheat grown relatively soon. Should be fun. Also want to set up jobs to clean out that entire floor there. It looks like our miners are doing a great job down here as well. Let's go ahead and clean out that stone, along with the sapphires. The first other workshop we're going to want to build is the stone cutter. It's the first one we will need. And we need a chair and a workbench to make that stone cutter. I'm also going to build another crude workbench to make sure that we get enough planks made to keep us rolling here. These crude workbenches will be deconstructed soon when we no longer need them. We're also going to get our miners to dig into the wall over here for another room that we're going to build. This will be a relatively small room. It'll be big enough. As you can see, some of our men are falling asleep on the floor. Some of our gnomes are actually falling asleep. Now, something I did forget to do, admittedly, was to build or set the location for a dormitory, temporary dormitory. Everybody's falling asleep. So, we're going to designate area, dormitory, right there. And we're going to build a bunch of straw beds. Only around, we don't want to build too many because our straw stock is going to be relatively low until we get, until this farm is done, which will take a while. So, I'm just going to make around 5 of those right now, straw beds. And it looks like our entire population is sleeping. So, I'll be back when somebody is awake. Alright, there's one person awake, and he is building the straw beds right now. Now, if you're wondering why I didn't make enough straw beds to cover my entire gnome population, there actually is a pretty good reason for that. What this essentially will do in the early game is it will force some of the gnomes to be nocturnal, and some of the gnomes to sleep normally. So some gnomes will sleep during the day, and some gnomes will sleep during the night, and they'll be working at different times. It's kind of a weird thing, but it works. And as you can see, that yak left because we don't have a trough for it to eat out of yet, so it had to go get the food for itself. Our farmers are about to finish planting their strawberry crop. They've almost covered the entire crop. Now, as you can see, what's going on now is we've actually got all of our landlords